Hi, we're live. We're officially live for Tiny Beats, our first bi-coastal, I guess that's not even the word, but intercontinental hangout. I'm Natalie, aka Swiss Beats. And then we have Joe Potter, who's chatting with me from San Diego. So you may be wondering, well, what the heck is a Tiny Beat? So we'll give you a little bit of background on, first of all, what the series is about, and then ourselves and why it's called Tiny Beats, and then a little bit about what it's going to entail and how it's going to be structured. And we would love to hear some of your feedback, what you think, and we'll ask for your input in the future to help us kind of structure this. But yeah, Tiny, you wanna get started and tell us a little bit about you, why I call you Tiny?
Oh man, well, I got the nickname Tiny from Natalie, and I don't know, it kind of came out of the blue. She's like, "Oh, hey, Tiny," and I was like, "What? Tiny? Me? I'm tiny?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess that's funny, because I'm kind of big, and so, and it's the opposite." But anyway, I was like, okay, nobody really latched on in the beginning until Natalie introduced me to her dad and said, "Oh, Dad, this is Tiny." And, an hour later or something like that, her dad was trying to get my attention and was saying, "Tiny, Tiny." And I'm thinking, well, I didn't even turn until I realized he was talking to me, and then I laughed out loud, and I guess that's when it stuck.
That's awesome. I honestly didn't even remember that story. That's so funny.
No, I mean, you said like you're, in Swiss, and but he had his accent, saying "tiny, tiny," trying to get my attention, and I was like,
I love that it took my dad to basically get you, or to get other people to buy into the nickname I was really hoping that they would go with. And I mean, it's kind of stuck for a little bit. I guess some people still know what we talk about.
I mean, I think when you say Tiny, everyone knows who you're talking about, but I don't know if other players call me Tiny. But in conversation, I'm totally tiny,
That's awesome. Oh man. All right. Well, so Tiny obviously is the first part of the name of the series. The second part comes from Swiss Beats. So give you a little bit of background there. I'm originally from Switzerland, so that's probably the most obvious part. But then where's the beats from? In college, I went to college in Siena College, and in the summers, I used to coach in Sarah basketball camps. I played basketball in college in Massachusetts, and I was part of a really awesome group of girls, but they were all Black, and they were always teasing me about how I was the whitest Black person they knew, which, I don't exactly sure what that means, but that's basically what they kept saying to me. And so they felt like they needed to find a nickname for me that would sort of make me a little bit more legitimate, give me a little bit more street cred. So that's where Swiss Beats came from. And I've had it ever since, been since like 2003 or so. And the thing that's funny about it is that I get a ton of mentions on Twitter that are meant for the rapper. Like when he got married, I got a ton of congratulations. And I was just like, okay, well, with Z's, and mine is Swiss for Switzerland. So for a long time, my Twitter handle said, not the rapper. So yeah, so Tiny Beats. That's the one, that's the story. So, all right, so let's jump into what exactly is Tiny Beats. So what is it?
It is going to be you and me discussing our, road to Rio, our friendship, what's the difference between, USA and Colombia and training, basically anything and everything that you want to talk about. We're open to having a discussion and trying to make it fun and just wanting to interact with all of you.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, for us, it's great because it's an opportunity to keep in touch and just check in every so often. But we're both going through some changes. The US has gone through a couple of changes. I'm moving to Colombia, training with a new team. I've been in the US for a long time, and now I'm thrown in the middle of an environment that's not that, not that known to me and not that comfortable. So maybe through these conversations, we can kind of compare, share notes, get connected around our experiences training for the Olympics. And hopefully this helps people that are interested also connect with athletes that they might care about, or a sport that they might care about. So the actual structure is going to be pretty loose. As you can see, this is very casual. I think Tiny is in her bedroom and I'm in the kitchen of my new apartment in Medellin. So, really low budget.
Maybe I'll go sit by the lake and the really nice scenery around the OTC.
Yeah, I think this is going to be my spot.
Yeah, this might be mine too. We'll see.
But yeah, I mean, this is going to be pretty casual. We would love to get some questions from fans if you guys are interested in interacting with us. Like, the idea here is to have some themes every time that we do one of these. So we'll be tweeting out the hashtag with questions around the theme. If you guys want to submit some questions, we'll address them during this. Otherwise, we'll just kind of take the theme and run with it for 5-10 minutes. It's going to be very easy and quick to consume. But yeah, am I missing anything?
Should we do 7 minutes or 14?
Oh, I like it. 7. 14
Okay.
is a little bit loquacious. Maybe we go into overtime. maybe like a finals.
Right.
And so we'll be tweeting about it. We'll probably post it on Facebook. Might be a mention somewhere on Instagram. So, keep up with us on social media. In fact, we probably should tell people how to follow us in case they don't already do. So you want to start?
Yeah. My handle is Jill P. Potts. Is that what I say?
There's a lot of double letters, so you should probably just spell it out.
Oh, JILLPPOTTS.
Yeah. And then you're on Instagram.
Yeah. And I just got Snapchat, but I haven't used it.
I did get a snap though, so I feel really, really special.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can basically follow me anywhere with Swiss Beats, SWISSBEATZ. For Twitter, Swiss Beats 09 for Instagram. And on Facebook, I have both a personal and an athlete page, so you can follow me there. Snapchat, I ran out of characters, so it's Swiss Beats, just a singular beats.
Oh.
It was just no rhythm, just one. All right, we missing anything?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. So we'll keep you guys updated on our next broadcast, and would love to hear some feedback. So feel free to, tweet us and just bug us on social media. We would love that, and we'll catch up with you guys soon.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.